What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Coach Rob 619 back with another designer versus niche video. I haven't done one of these in a while, so I figured I'll get into it and touch on it. I like to use this segment of my channel. Just give me a chance to talk to you guys about fragrances or whatever is on my mind related to designer and niche. And recently, I came across a dilemma. Me and my boy was talking about fragrances and some of these that we've purchased or some of these that we sampled, and we had a problem with fitting these fragrances in our lifestyle. And to get in, what I mean by that is that most of us started off this fragrance journey or this hobby, and we wore, for instance, we wore designer. Pretty much everybody in the game that I know or in this hobby, they started off with designer, and at some point you transition to niche, whether it's because you watched a YouTube video, you came across a fragrance community, or you say you were in Barney's or Saks and you've seen some fragrances that you just don't normally see in your Bloomingdale's, Macy's, Nordstrom's, what have you. And you kind of discover it that way. And as far as reviewers on YouTube go, including myself, usually I think we've all started off at designer and we make that transition. And I think in that transition, some people go different routes. Like for instance, some people once they find niche and discover niche, they kind of never turn back. Like they're just done with designer. They won't even put designer or cheapies on their skin anymore. Like they just straight gung ho niche. You know what I'm saying? And to me, that's kind of like a snobbish attitude to have towards fragrances. But that's some stance that some people take. Then you have those that kind of stay in the designer realm to where they know about niche, but they just can't see themselves making those purchases, paying those prices, and they feel designer is where they're at if it's their lifestyle a little bit better. And then you have those people that I consider like true collectors, and that's kind of where I see myself fitting in. I'm a person that like when you look at my collection, you're gonna see niche, you're gonna see designer, you're gonna see cheapies. To me, I think that's the true definition of collector. I mean, if you was to look here on YouTube, to me, that's Mark Robes '08. I mean, he's the definition of a true collector. I mean, he has vintage stuff, he has your high-end luxury stuff, all the way down to your Laker cologne. So it don't get any truer than that. That's the definition of what a collector looks like. You know what I'm saying? He's not on this extreme snob stuff, and he's not on this I'm too good to wear something that's considered cheap. So to me, I think that's what the goal of most of us should be like, is to be like really a true collector. If you're really into this hobby, experience everything. Don't just, say, oh, I'm just niche. I ain't wearing nothing. I'm just all about high-end luxury fragrances, which some people do. And basically, for me, I think my transition is kind of backwards. And what I mean by that is that, like I said, most people go from designer to niche. With me, since I've started, well, I have a ton of niche samples. I have, I smelt a lot of stuff from that side. It kind of made me now appreciate designer fragrances even more. Because, and maybe because my expectations were too high when concerning these fragrances. Like, when I first discovered these videos, like I'm sure some of you have, you thought, you had a decent collection. You thought you knew everything about fragrances, just like I did. Like when I first discovered, YouTube reviewers, I had about 30, 35 fragrances, in my circle, in my group of friends. I was that guy that we all going out to the club or we going out, we hitting Vegas or whatever. Where are we going? People run to my house and spray on my cologne. So I had enough, variation for everybody to get a spray or something and we could all come out and smell unique. You know what I mean? So I thought I knew it all. And then I discovered YouTube and I seen reviewers and they're talking about notes and projection and longevity. And they're talking about niche and stuff that I've never heard of. And that's when I really took this hobby to a new level. That's when I really start, exploring notes. That's when I really start exploring, niche fragrances, high quality fragrances, what have you. And so my expectations when I first jumped into that, like I was like, man, I'm done with my designer. I'm throwing all my designers in the trash. I'm going straight to niche. I'm having stuff people ain't never heard about, and I'm just gonna kill the game. You know what I mean? With all this high end stuff. And then, what happened to me is when I first started getting these niche samples, I'm wearing it and I'm walking around, my current friends, or I'm walking around, my family, or just women that I, encounter with throughout my day. And I didn't receive, the compliments, or I didn't receive like you know, like the attitude or behavior I thought I was gonna get when people caught a whiff of this niche stuff, and it was quite the opposite. You know, like for instance, when I first went around my sister and you know, my brother-in-law and stuff, I think I had on, you know, Mush Ravageur was one of the first ones that I had on, and they were like, "What the hell is that? Like, what do you have on?" I'm like, "Man, I got on this Mush Ravageur. This is like $300. This is niche. This is top. Like, I mean, I'm banging on them. Like, I'm basically like, I got the shit on right now that you guys just don't know about." And they're looking at me like, you know, that don't really smell too good. Like, how much did that cost again? And you know, when I start telling them people prices about how much stuff costs, they looking at me like I'm a straight idiot. Like, you're stupid. You really paid that, or you would pay that for this? And you know, I thought I would, you know, like for instance, you know, women, they may get a Gucci purse, or they may get a Louis Vuitton or Christian Louboutin shoes or something, and kind of the prestige of that is that, okay, you paid a lot of money for it. You know, you kind of, I think women, I don't know for sure, but I'm thinking women, you know, they make these purchases to kind of outdo the other women, and when they see this woman has, oh damn, her purse is $1,500, or those shoes she got on are like 1,500, it's kind of like a badge of honor to let people know that, you know, I got it like that, even if they really don't have it like that. But it's kind of like a badge of honor, and people kind of give them props for being able to afford, you know, something that expensive. And in my experience in fragrances, it's not like that. Like I thought it was gonna be. Like when I told people, oh yeah, man, this, you know, fragrance costs 250 or 300, I thought they would be like, damn, man, that, you know, it smells like it's worth that price, or yeah, it smells expensive, or damn, man, I could see myself paying that, and that wasn't the reality. The reality was they were like, man, you're a fool to pay that much for a cologne, for one, and for two, it don't even smell good as this fragrance I picked up at Marshall's. You know what I'm saying? And it kind of took me back for a moment, and I kind of agree with that, man. You know, because like I said, I wear it all. You know, yeah, you guys follow my channel, watch my videos. You know, I'm posting up stuff, $10 fragrances. I'm posting up $200 fragrances, and to me, it's all about, you know, how they smell at the end of the day. And I get, and most reviewers out there, there's some real dudes out there, like Lionel Woods, for example. Lionel Woods is one of the reviewers who I consider, he's all about quality fragrances. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though he wears a lot of niche, he still has the perspective to know that some of this stuff ain't gonna smell good to common people, to your average Joe, to those people that you encounter in your day. And he'll let you know. He'll be like, "Look, man." I think he said it in one of his videos I watched a while back. He said straight up, like, if you were looking for compliments, you need to be focused on designer. If you're looking for mass appeal, you need to wear designer. You shouldn't really be wearing niche, because most niche is not gonna get you compliments. I mean, he was 100% accurate, and I think that's really the reality of it. You know, designers are made for mass appeal. Niche is made for, I want to kind of say, uniqueness. To me, it's an acquired taste. You know, so therefore you're not going to have the mass appeal that you have with a designer. People around you, not that many people going to really appreciate what you're wearing or really like what you're wearing. And you got to understand that when you make that transition to niche. And that's what I didn't understand. You know, I just thought automatically that since I'm paying 250, 300, I'm gonna get beast projection, I'm gonna get beast longevity, I'm gonna get beast sillage, I'm gonna get mad compliments. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get super tight bottles. You know, I'm gonna get everything, you know, finer ingredients. I'm gonna get all that. So that automatically equals a superior product. But in real life, reality tells me that that is not the case. You know what I'm saying? Um, we all, for those that wear niche, or those that have a lot of it or experienced a lot of, you know, there's niche. Some of them have piss poor longevity, piss poor projection. Some of them are skin scents. Some of them have like plain ass bottles. I mean, just a glass bottle with a sticker on it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So you don't always get your By Kilian um, presentation. You don't get your Amouage presentation with every niche, you know, fragrance. You know, like Byredo, for example, is just a circle with a sticker on it and a black top. I mean, it's plain as you can get. And even with, at least with designers, every bottle is unique. No matter what, it may not be over the top like by Kilian or Xerjoff, but it's still unique. It's still it still look decent. Every bottle, no matter if it's $8, no matter if it's $100. You know what I'm saying? You get a unique presentation with every designer bottle. So with that said, you know, my expectation of niche has kind of, you know, dropped down some. I still realize, you know, there's a lot of great fragrances out there in niche, but I'm more careful now. Like, you really got to test and sample niche fragrances. You know, in my opinion, you know, you can't go to me in New York or Scent Bar in LA and just blind buy a whole bunch of stuff and get home and expect that a lot of it's gonna smell good. I mean, you have a better chance going to Sephora and blind buying some fragrances that you may like or people around you may like than you would going to men and Scent Bar, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Because like we all know, or if you don't know, you know, designer is made for mass appeal. So that's what you're gonna get for the most part. I mean, obviously you're gonna find some designers that you personally don't like, but the whole push behind them are, you know, to get mass appeal, and niche is the exact opposite. And with that said, you know, so I kind of know how, you know, my view of niche. I know exactly what my bottles are for me, or the bottles I purchased for my collection. They have an exact purpose now. You know, my designer stuff, I definitely wear those more casually, and that comes into what, you know, this whole video is about. It's about, does it fit your lifestyle? And the more that I, you know, wear niche and sample niche, a lot of it is luxurious. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the fragrances are made to be taken seriously. They're made to be, you know, more upscale, and that's exactly for the ones that I actually like. That's exactly the vibe I get from them, and I'm starting to find out that, you know, all of them don't fit my lifestyle. Because at one point I was like I said earlier, I'm throwing away all my niche. I'm going exclusively niche. You know, I'm getting all the top end stuff. But then I thought about it, like, where the hell would I wear this stuff at? Like, where, if I had 40 niche bottles, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I guess if I had that much, I could just be wearing that stuff, you know, casually, I guess, because I mean that'd be my whole collection. But right now, I'm like, how does, like, for instance, Jubilation Amouage, Jubilation 25. Where in my day would I wear that? Interlude Man, which I don't like, but if I did, like, when in my day am I wearing that? Like, like my Invasion Bar, like I told you guys in the past video that my Invasion Bar is gonna be my wedding scent, which probably is knocked off now. I'm probably gonna have Zerjov Neo, but anyway, where would I wear these on a regular day basis? And let me, you know, dig a little bit deeper, explain what I'm talking about. For instance, I own my own business. So I don't really go to a building. I don't, you know, I'm not around a whole bunch of people. Pretty much my day consists of this: wake up, make some phone calls, receive some phone calls, send some emails, you know, go back and forth. I may meet up with some people. And at that moment, when I meet up with people, which may not be every day of the week, it may be 2, 3 times a week where I have to actually meet up with somebody face to face, that's when I'll probably throw on my luxury niche stuff, because I'm trying to make a, you know, a good impression. But outside of that, you know, work for the first couple hours a day, go to the gym. I'm not wearing, you know, no niche stuff to the gym. After the gym, you know, after my day is complete, I come home, you know, me and my girlfriend chill, watch some TV, go to sleep. Next day, this is the same process. Tuesday, I may go to Taco Tuesday. Friday, I may go to a happy hour. The weekend, me and my girlfriend may go to Ruth Chris. You know, we may go to Cheesecake Factory, something of the sort. Saturday, or in that day in the daytime, I'm probably playing football. If I'm not playing football, I'm coaching football, or I'm doing something, you know, athletic. And then Sunday, you know, it's like a chill day. You know, I may go to the mall or whatever. Or on Saturday, I may go. Me and my boys may go out occasionally. We don't go out that much like we used to, but we may go out and go to a lounge, go to a bar, something like that. So in those settings, you know, where would I really wear Jubilation 25 or Lyric Man or Interlude Man or Zerjov's, you know, Kobe or something like that? Tonka Imperial. Like, I don't really see really a moment in that day where I would wear it. And for some of you guys, you know, you may work at Walmart, you may, you know, work in a 9 to 5 in a cubicle job. Are you going to wear Tonka Imperial to work? You know, 9 to 5 looking at a computer screen all day? I mean, and some of you, like some of my friends, that's how this whole conversation even came about. Me and my friend was talking about this. And, you know, on Sunday, he's like, I mean, on the weekend, you know, he may be out with his family, you know, or you guys may be out at a soccer game or a baseball game with your kids or something. And Sunday, you in church. And then Monday through Friday, you in a cubicle. So when are you wearing Tonga Imperial? Like, when are you wearing this high end your Zerjoff Richwood? Like, at what moment did you wear that? You know what I mean? So that's a discovery that I recently made. I'm trying to find a place or an occasion to wear these high-end fragrances. So for me, my niche is going to pretty much be 10 bottles, maybe a little bit more. I don't know, because I am a collector. I just love to buy and smell stuff. So I may have a little bit more, but really, um, my niche collection is going to probably be 10 bottles, 10 to 15 bottles. What's your special occasion fragrance? Invasion Bar, um, Jubilation 25, Tonka Imperial, things like that, to where I'm actually going to an event that needs me to step it up a notch. And with my designer, like my Blue Day Chanel and my Chanel, my platinum and things like that, I just can wear so casually. I can wear throughout the year more more easily. And some niche is an exception to every rule. Like your Creeds and your Bonds, they're pretty much casual, even though they cost a lot if you buy in retail. They're casual fragrances that you can still pull off, throughout anybody's lifestyle. But some of the other ones that I'm talking about, I just find it hard. So my question to you is, do your fragrances fit your lifestyle? And if so, give me an example of when you would wear Tonka Imperial, or when you would wear Clive Christian C, or X, or whatever, your Amouage, Lyric Man, Jubilation. When in your day do you wear that? Because I'm trying to figure it out, because I don't, say I don't have a time, or I can't find the right occasion to wear some of these extreme high-end fragrances. So, that's pretty much sums up my video. Does these fragrances fit your lifestyle? You know what I mean? Because don't get caught up in. I notice like the the attitude behind some of these fragrances. Like when I look at these Facebook groups, and I look at these even YouTube comments, I read other people's pages, and it seems like, for an example, like a Facebook group, I see a guy, he'll post up, and I see you guys. I'm out there watching. I may not be active like you guys in the Facebook groups. You know what I'm saying? But I'm there. I'm lurking. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the shadows, watching and observing. I'm pretty much only active in my group, my Facebook group that you find at the bottom of this video. But I watch it, and it kind of it cracks me up, because I'll see a guy, and some of you guys, I see you guys in these groups, and you'll post up, my sin of the day is Blue Day Chanel, and you don't get no likes, you don't get no comments. It's kind of like people just stick their nose up to it. Oh, he's wearing Blue Day Chanel, he's wearing Chanel Platinum, he's wearing L'Homme. It's like whatever. It's like you're a peon because you're wearing designer. And then somebody posts Interlude Man. Oh my God, that's one of the best fragrances. You have exquisite taste. You're oh my God, your nose, you got a mature nose. You really know your fragrances. Like really, like because a person posts up Interlude Man, he knows his fragrance, or now his nose is so much better than a person that likes La Nuit, like Delhomme or whatever. Like I don't get that, man. And then or a guy post up like Tonka Imperial, Spirituals Double Vanille, Tobacco Vanille, stuff like that. Oh my God, you got a great nose. Like those are hard to appreciate. Those are like good ass fragrances. Like Tonka Imperial is like that's a masterpiece. Am I a much better reviewer because I like Tonka Imperial? Do I have a much better nose than somebody that wears designer because I like Tonka Imperial? It's pretty easy to enjoy. I mean, it's not that hard to appreciate Tonka Imperial. So I don't know how, or Kir Beluga. I mean, any of those. I don't know how that makes you have a better nose because you appreciate something that's easy to like. I never got that. But anyway, I don't want to drag this video on. It's already going longer than I wanted it to. But hey, guys, that's the video. Let me know what, have you found a problem with fitting some of these in your lifestyle? Or do you used to wear them? Say, fuck it, I wear them everything occasionally. I wear everything. It don't even matter what it is. I wear Tonka Imperial to the grocery store. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, let me know. Depending on what the ladies say, determines what I spray. Peace.